I just saw what may have been the most justified crash out of all time from Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson. So Demetrious Johnson has been doing this video series with Street Beef's Legends, Death Sentence, and Winged C. Okay, so if you don't know Street Beefs, it's like the lowest level fighting promotion. It's pretty fun. They have a YouTube channel where they do these backyard fights, and it's bum central. Okay, it's essentially like bums fighting each other, and some of them are very entertaining. And Winged C is a very entertaining fighter on Street Beefs. Death Sentence may be the worst fighter of all time, but he's very entertaining on Street Beefs. And DJ is doing this sort of like documentary series to help Death Sentence actually improve, because he's known for being like someone with horrendous, just the worst technique ever. And DJ is like, okay, this guy's an interesting character. It'd be a fun series to sort of train this guy on how to get better. And what Demetrious Johnson is slowly realizing is that Death Sentence and this guy Winged C don't actually care that much about getting better at fighting and mixed martial arts, that they're just kind of goofy goobers. And they remind me a whole lot of Patrick Star and SpongeBob and Mrs. Puff's class, joking around in boating school. And we're going to react to Demetrious Johnson coming to this realization that, oh my goodness, these guys aren't here to get better. And it kind of shocks me too. You would think if you like fighting, you at least want to get better so you don't have, the same likelihood of getting knocked out. Like if you're going to go into a cage and fight people, you want to get better for defensive reasons, for your brain, and just in general, maybe you want to be more dominant in your fights. These guys don't give a fuck about getting better. And DJ got really, really angry at these guys when he was sparring them. So essentially, I'm going to show you the clip. DJ is sparring these guys, and he crashes out, and it's a justified crash out, okay? So it may be one of the funniest things I've seen in a while as well. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the segment. I'm going to react to it. But essentially, these guys are being trained by Demetrious Johnson, and this is the segment where they're going to spar DJ, and DJ is going in there thinking he's about to help them out, give them some good looks, give them some good pointers, and then he finds out, wait a second, these guys are just here to goof around.
Shit, let's get ready to train.
At least 9 or 10, bro. Come on.
I threw Mighty in sparring.
So, as you see, they're wearing funny costumes, right? And you think, well, maybe they're just wearing these proppy costumes, but, they're going to have some bit of a serious attitude. They're in there with Mighty, but they're going to continue their shtick. It's not a shtick. It isn't a shtick. These guys are, through thick and thin, goofy goobers, okay?
I want to see Winged C fight Mighty Mouse, because Winged C is one of the best, not as good as me, but he's one of the best Street Beefs fighters ever.
All right. Oh!
I have to say, Winged C has a lot more potential than Death Sentence when it comes to talent in fighting, I will say that. He is actually pretty talented, but again, some of the stuff he's about to do in sparring, it may be the most disrespectful shit you've ever seen.
You gotta teach these kids a lesson.
Just imagine you have the opportunity to spar with a UFC fighter, okay? Scratch that. Imagine you have the opportunity to spar with one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. One of the most respected UFC fighters of all time. And you get in the fucking ring with him, and you're wearing wings, angel wings on your back with a do-rag. And your first move is to jump up and down and not even chest bump him, chin bump his gloves and just like hop up and down in front of him. Like that's your first attack. That has to be one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen in my life. And also one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Imagine going in there with Sean Strickland, dude. DJ's obviously a nice guy. And I think that, again, they're kind of taking DJ's nice guy persona for weakness a little bit because you're not doing that. But maybe you are. I think these guys would do it to Sean Strickland, though. I think they would, actually. But just imagine sparring with Sean Strickland and you literally just chest bump. You chin bump his gloves. He thinks you're going for a chest bump. You're just going to hop up and down. Disrespectful, dude.
Chat, make him hit harder. Yeah.
Oh, my. That has got to be the most childish way of saying what he just said. He said it like a middle school kid. Okay?
Chat, make him hit harder. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, dude. This is bad.
Yes. Good boy. Good boy.
He's calling him a good boy. Oh my gosh, dude. This is one of the best fighters to ever walk the planet. And he's saying, good boy, good boy. Okay? That's the type of shit you hear from like a trash-talking UFC fighter, like a UFC fighter, Kevin Holland. If he's fighting his opponent, maybe he'll say some shit like that. Saying that to DJ? That's crazy. Saying that to DJ is crazy.
Come on, dance with him. Rage bait you, dang.
Rage bait you. So it's clear that he's obviously trying to get Demetrious Johnson to hit him hard. I think that these guys, they don't care about taking damage, and they're like, dude, I want to get my ass kicked right now. But again, Demetrious Johnson is taking the approach of, no, I'm actually here to help. Like, I want you to get better. Let's actually spar in a way that's conducive to getting better. I'm not just here to beat your ass because, like, that doesn't prove anything. We all know I can beat your ass. That doesn't prove anything. But these guys are treating it like, you know, you're jumping in a zoo exhibition to see if the tigers are as tough as everyone says. You know, like, I'm jumping in the fucking tiger exhibit to see if it is true how tough they are. I just want to see. Right? That, you know, you got to respect them. You can't be doing that.
Dance.
Come on, Mikey. Come on.
When you spar somebody, you have to have some type of form of respect. You go out there, you touch gloves, and you move around. And he wanted me to hurt him, essentially. I'm not about that life anymore.
Come on, Mikey. Please punch me. Please.
Dude, look at Death Sentence. You know, these guys are supposed to be in awe of Demetrious Johnson. These guys are supposed to be awe-inspired. And they're watching the Demetrious Johnson sparring as if it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. As if they're fucking watching an episode of SpongeBob, dude. What the fuck? That might be the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Picking up your foot with the Karate Kid position and going... Dude. The thing is, though, you know, Demetrius is not only one of the best UFC fighters ever, he's one of the best martial artists ever. Martial arts. Think about martial arts. It's a high art form. It's like a sacred art form, man. Okay, I'm not the best one to describe it. But when you think of martial arts, you think of like some old monk on the top of a mountain in Japan, okay, practicing the same kick 10,000 times per day. And he's got a disciplined lifestyle, and he lives a beautiful monastic type of life. It's a respectful endeavor, okay? It commands respect. And you've got this guy in front of one of the best martial artists ever, picking up his foot and making a squeaky, squeaky noise. I bet Demetrious Johnson's getting really angry right now. Okay?
Oh!
Come on, Marty. Turn up. Yeah, good boy.
I was calling him good boy after he started responding because he was just letting me touch. He was like super chill and he wanted to play it technical, but I wanted more of like an experience of death sliding by my face. And when he would finally get a good shot that was at least more than 20%, I would say, good boy.
He kept saying, good boy. Good boy. Does he realize I'm fucking 38 years old and I've done this for 20 fucking years?
That's what I'm saying. It's so disrespectful, man.
Yeah, good boy.
Oh my. See, that's how you know DJ's actually getting angry. You know when he freaking tripped him there and had a straight up just head toss. He freaking shucked his head to the ground. He did that while gritting his teeth, and you know it. All right, let's watch that again. You know there was a little bit of fuck you. There was a pent up fuck you in that throw. Okay?
He kept saying, good boy. Good boy. Does he realize I'm fucking 38 years old and I've done this for 20 fucking years?
Yeah, good boy.
Just shot. Oh! He threw the knee. Hey, now you know DJ's getting pretty upset if he's throwing that knee. Yeah, DJ's calling him son. Okay, so now Demetrius is starting to, okay, you want to play that game? I'll play that game. I'll start calling you son. Ah, so now he's turning it up. Now he's turning it up. There we go. He's trying to bait him so hard. Okay, this guy is honestly the king of rage bait. You can't be doing that with Demetrious Johnson, bro. Demetrious Johnson's one of the best mixed martial artists of all time.
Off the do-rag, so serious now.
Ooh, Mighty can't hit.
So I got a little perturbed, but I'm not gonna lie. I was about to go to a little fucking dark place.
Hi, ultimate punch. Just kidding.
Ah, that's a good head kick. You know, the funny thing is that head kick looked like it had 30% steam on it. Like, DJ actually could have whipped that up pretty hard, but he chose not to. That was I'm going to keep you honest. Like, let's remember what this is kind of head kick. This is fighting. You're training to get in the ring. This can happen to you pretty easily if you're fighting someone that's better. That was a let me keep you on your toes type of a head kick.
That was golden.
You see what I mean? There's no point to go hard.
So now DJ is speaking the way that you speak when your friend or the person that you're upset at still is completely unaware with how angry you are. And DJ is on his final fucking string, right? DJ, all it takes is one more straw out of the millions of hypothetical straws that have fallen. All it takes is one more feather out of the millions that have already presented themselves to break the hypothetical camel's back here. And that is, I think Death Sentence is about to chime in with some goofy shit on the side. But DJ is speaking to him in a way where he still has a smile and he's just barely holding himself back from literally eating this guy alive. Okay? Let's look at DJ's energy with the way he's about to speak to him. Because DJ's walking away thinking, okay, I just dropped him. That'll teach him a lesson. That'll humble him. He'll get up. He'll have some respect. And this guy gets up and he says, that was goated, bro.
That was golden.
Yo, man, that was goated, bro. He's not learned anything yet.
That was golden.
You see what I mean?
You see what I mean? Demetrious Johnson is gritting his teeth down and shaking with the freaking rage. And I understand it. I completely get it.
There's no point to go hard. I gotta put some.
And then this guy keeps punching him. This guy keeps punching him. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Demetrius literally walks away from the conversation because of how done he is with it. And then we need to see what the actual last straw is that breaks the camel's back.
This guy's got to have some type of respect. So I threw a fucking high kick. It landed. I knew it was going to fucking land. And he gets dropped.
No, that's exactly what I needed, chat. That was
He's still
beautiful.
saying chat. Like, this is not even a live stream, dude.
I literally feel like all my
Mighty's like, dude, don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me. Get the heck away from me, man. I'm not playing these games. This is not a game.
punch me, and I just dropped. That's so cool.
I didn't feel like that. Usually I can see that before it happens, but he just...
So I guess this guy was actually impressed, but he wasn't humbled necessarily. Because I think what it is that pisses DJ off so much is that these guys aren't actually taking into consideration how unbelievably lucky they are to be training with Demetrious Johnson right now. They're taking it for granted, essentially. They're taking it for granted. They're treating this as if just some random guy in a gym who's slightly craftier than they are landed a head kick. They're not like, dude, this is DJ. This is Demetrious Johnson, one of the most skilled martial artists of all time. Like, they're not letting that sink in. And that's why it's so disrespectful.
perfectly timed it with his technician ability to just kind of he didn't even hit me that hard, but he just tapped me at the right moment when I had my arm outstretched with like my jaw peeking out, and it just put me down for like a second. And it honestly was so cool to be able to see that level of precision in striking.
Thank you, Mighty.
You can clip that if you want.
That's the clip. That's the clip, chat.
Your biggest thing. So after I knocked down Wing C, I was trying to explain to him, like, how did I land that high kick?
So DJ's still being a good sport. He's like, all right, you know, let me actually take this guy through the method to the madness. Let me bring him behind the curtain and show him how I set that kick up.
Right? Because he has a certain way about how he throws, and he doesn't have a real good hand exchange. And then from the corner, you know, I hear fucking Death just chirping, going off in the mouth. It just fucking pissed me off. 30 seconds in the fight.
If that was a real MMA fight.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Oh, dude. So it wasn't even like that Death Sentence said something that bad. He was just continuing to chirp. And I guess Death Sentence has been doing nothing but chirping. And DJ is seeing Death Sentence and he's like, man, this guy's not even been trying to get better, man. He's not even been making an attempt. And this is it. This is the final straw.
Okay?
Give me the strat, chat.
The show's over. The clown's over. You want to get fucking good or want to keep going on with this circus act? You tell me.
Good.
Because I don't want to waste my fucking time with these clown show shit.
That's real. Dude, you can hear it in the voice. The way that he said, this clown so shit.
Fucking time with these clown show shit.
That's real. You know that that's real. You know that's actually coming from a real, genuine place with the tone of voice that DJ's speaking with.
You want to get fucking good or want to keep going on with this circus act? You tell me.
Good.
Because I don't want to waste my fucking time with these clown show shit.
You know, he's speaking like a guy that rarely crashes out right now. And that's how you know it's serious. That's how you know it got real quiet and it got real awkward because DJ is not an angry person, right? And so you know when someone that's not an angry person gets angry, you know they're really fucking angry and they probably have a good reason to be angry. Okay? And so everyone in the vicinity is like, all right, we fucked up.
All right? You guys all want to get fucking good or you keep playing around and... right?
Dude, imagine if DJ actually impersonated the actual disrespectful stuff that they were doing, like this, picking up the freaking teep kick and going squeaky noises with it. Like, that was actually 1,000 times more disrespectful than whatever DJ's being charitable with his impression of them.
I'm very passionate about fighting.
And just look.
I'm very passionate about getting people better.
Look at Winged C in the background. They're dressed like actual goofy goobers. And Demetrious Johnson, look at Demetrious Johnson's face right now. Demetrious Johnson doesn't even look this scary in his fights. Okay, like Demetrious Johnson has never looked more intimidating than this right here. Even when he's flying kneeing people and knocking them out cold, it still somehow isn't as chilling as this.
I'm very passionate about getting people better. But I'm not passionate about
I think he still has the mouthpiece in.
trying to look for clips and shit. Okay?
Dude, but oh man. Man, that's sad. Death Sentence thought the DJ was coming out here to get him better at quick scopes, MMA quick scopes. That's the problem though. That's what DJ wants to remind them of. It's like, hey man, don't lose your creativity. The creativity's great. Spinning elbows are great. There needs to be a base. You need to build your base. You need to have some good basic fundamentals. And these guys are just trying to learn how to quick scope. They're just trying to learn how to do trick shots. And DJ is telling them the equivalent of the old man on top of the mountain telling you, listen, cut out all the fancy shit. Stop throwing hands. You're going to practice the same boring roundhouse kick 10,000 times. That's the equivalent of what DJ is telling them. Okay? And no one wants to practice the same roundhouse kick 10,000 times. You're a guy like Death Sentence, you watch a couple anime episodes and you want to go out there and you think you can fight like this is an anime movie and you think you can throw your fucking spinning wheel kick every time. You can't do that, man.
When I started training 18 years ago, it wasn't about the fucking money. It wasn't about fucking clips and views. You guys live in a different generation than I do, okay? That's why you guys call me fucking Unk. Yes, I am. Okay?
They're calling him an Unk. That's so funny.
You guys want to get good, you got to fucking train. Not just keep fighting. Because there's holes where he's been knocked out before the same way. right? That's
This is not so fun anymore. It's not supposed to all be fun, man. Because again, you can get concussed, you can get knocked out. And not only that, but DJ takes his craft very serious, as he should.
when he's 40 years old, he won't be able to put together a sentence. So you have to take time to actually learn how to train, okay? Please be quiet when I'm talking to him.
Sunned him. Straight up just sunned him. Listen, I know that these guys, Winged Sea, Death Sentence, they have good intentions. That's great. But obviously, DJ needed to put his foot down. And I haven't even been really paying attention to this, but this is cinema, dude. This is like super entertaining, this scene right here. And it makes me want to watch this series. So if you guys haven't already checked this out, you could watch the full episode on Demetrious Johnson's channel. I think this is like episode 3. And then after this, they actually fight. Like he coaches both of them in their actual street beefs fight in the same episode.
All right, so when DJ yelled at me, that was fucking embarrassing. It was like a dad. He only had a son for doing too much. That was embarrassing. That was a little bro moment. But again, he was giving me fatherly advice, and
100%, man, 100%. Right? No tough feelings. That's what it was. He was yelling at him because he actually wanted to help them, and he was trying to help them, and they were not acting in a way that's conducive to learning. Okay? They were fucking around. They were taking this opportunity for granted. So, honestly, great stuff. But let me know what you guys think. This is a pretty good series. You guys could check this out. Demetrious Johnson's been doing a great job with this series. Very entertaining stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time. It's time to stop compromising on your diet. Put the sweetie treaties down and enough eating the frosty toasty bite protein cookies just because you see there's protein in them. Guys, there's another world that you can live in, reality, where you can have sweet and tasty comfort foods without bullshit ingredients. And that's why I've created the Real Food Cookbook. That's right. If you want to be able to enjoy comfort foods from around the world made with whole and unprocessed ingredients, from desserts to great dinners, then the Real Food Cookbook is for you. With over 40 recipes, if you're interested in checking out the Real Food Cookbook, the link is in the description. Make sure to use code MMA for 30% off.